Oh, you suck, Adam.
When are you gonna get a headset?
Yeah, Adam. I told you could use your fucking phone, you fuckface. Hmm?
You know why guy on this podcast? Get a headset.
Come on, man. Adam, all you gotta do is get on the damn podcast, man. It's only like 40 minutes to an hour. Shit. Use your phone right now. I could send you an invite. If you give me your email, I could send you an invite right now. Just stop. Stop being a your phone right now.
Live?
I could send you an invite. Yeah, we're live.
Okay.
We could start getting some interesting topics out.
Introduce us, son.
Okay, this is the PlayStation Legion Hangouts. This is a 1 hour most of the time podcast. This is me, JTech, the PlayStation gamer. You already know. And next we have Sam. Shit, both of them named Sam. Son of Sam, you gotta do your intro.
It's your boy Borgalaga 320. Come to my channel for regular video game news, no misinformation, and random Hispanic content.
Cool. And Somatic, what's your little intro?
I'm here. Don't know me while I'm watching football.
Okay, he is. It is football Sunday, and Somatic does not want to be annoyed because we're all hoping the Cowboys fuck up.
Well, they're losing right now 20 to zip.
What?
They're losing 20 to zip.
Hold on. Say that again.
The Cowboys are losing 20 to zip.
For real?
These crackhead defenders are out of gas.
You lying. Let me go Google that.
I think it's 17 or 20.
Cowboys score.
Currently, the Cowboys are trailing the Colts 20-0 in the third quarter.
Oh my god! Oh, what about them? It's in the third quarter, bro.
They didn't show
up. You know, this is the shit that I talk about. Why can't they? But hold on, Somatic. This is our hangout. Okay, we gotta talk about whatever we want to talk about. The Cowboys, right? When they home, they can do good, right? But as soon as they get away from them cheating ass referees, this is what the fuck happened.
Oh, they was cheating in this game too.
Oh, I know, but they wasn't home. They wasn't home. Yeah, man. Fuck they get. Fuck the Cowboys. Okay.
20 to nothing.
20
to quarterback in the third quarter, they're done.
Did I hear an injury this week though? I don't know if I heard an injury on the Cowboys side, but I heard.
Yeah, that overrated piece of shit.
Please shut up, Adam. Somatic, was there an injury for the Cowboys of any type? No. Okay, well, they don't have no.
The owner's retarded, but he's been like that for a while.
Oh, okay. I don't think they have a reason to be playing this shitty, but you know it is what it is. This is episode 3 of our Sunday Hangouts. So I want to get started with a touchy subject. Sam can really help me out with this. Crossplay 2019 expectations. Sam, you want to take this one away?
What did you say, crossplay?
Yeah, crossplay 2019 expectations.
I don't know. I got none. They haven't really addressed this since Sony opened it up. And
yeah,
it's mysteriously gone into ninja mode.
The reason why I brought this up because the people that do Fortnite, they said they're going to give that crossplay technology out to everybody else for free that wants it. So if you have
what other games they got?
Huh?
What other games do they have that people are even playing besides Fortnite?
No. I said they're giving away the crossplay technology to other developers.
Oh, they're leasing that out?
For free. So even though that happened just recently, by the way, before that, other developers were trying to jump on that bandwagon this summer when Sony didn't give any answers out. And then when Sony said, okay, we're willing to do it, then all of them backtracked and they started pushing their crossplay updates all the way back to 2019. So do you think a lot of people are going to do it, or you
nah, dude, I think I did a video about it a while back. Didn't get much views, but it was just basically that. Like once they were gonna do it, it was just them calling everybody's bluff because people want to make money. You want people to buy as many copies of your games as you can. I'm not saying all of them are gonna do it, but some of them you know, it's gonna be a few and far between thing, man. It ain't gonna be like Activision's gonna open up their shit like Destiny and Call of Duty. You know what I mean? Doesn't make
Yeah.
any sense.
Or Rockstar. I don't see
Yeah.
the big developers that are doing multiplayer elements. I don't see them saying, okay, let's do crossplay in a
That's why
way that
Bethesda cracked
actually
me up,
doesn't
man.
benefit them, because if you do crossplay, you know, you're going to want cross progression and cross DLC and cross game pass and season pass and all of this stuff. They're going to every gamer is going to say, oh, well, let me buy it one time and then I get it there. Like it opens up a huge wormhole of bullshit for those developers that are trying
Look
to
how
make
dumb they
as
made
much money as
Bethesda look,
possible.
man.
Oh yeah, Bethesda looks real stupid. Like,
Top of that, the game sucked. So
bro, they were on Microsoft's balls for this cross-play shit, and it seems like they were the ones that didn't really follow through. Once Sony opened their doors, they ended up looking like the biggest idiots out there compared to anybody else who was doing cross-play. Like Rocket League. Rocket League, we've been doing cross-play with the PC on Rocket League since it came to the PS4, so we already knew they knew how to do it. But somebody like Bethesda, like, okay, you're talking about crossplay, but where was the crossplay between PC and Xbox for the games that you were bragging about? You know what I'm saying? You're
that's
talking
the dumb
about
part. Most
console
of those games are
crossplay.
like, yeah, PlayStation enabled.
Exactly.
PC.
But I'm like, you see the connection between PC and Microsoft. Like, why not have crossplay right now for Fallout 76 on PC and Xbox? But you don't. You see what I'm saying? You don't have it. And that's the
Because they were
problem.
the ones being the mouthpiece for Microsoft, but then when they're like, well, we're giving you crossplay, they're like, oh, well, we're not ready yet. But you were the ones champagning that shit. And they ended up looking like a bunch of idiots.
Yeah,
Egg all
me
over their face.
personally, I don't think crossplay is gonna hit it next year. I think crossplay was a weapon devised by Microsoft to make Sony look bad, and it worked. It worked for a good portion of the summer, but it wore off real quick, and it did no real damage. You say what?
That's not working if they still sold console.
That's what I was
worked
saying.
on Twitter, I guess.
I
You
said
said it worked.
when the smoke cleared, it was like you get in a big fight, like those cartoon fights. You know, you see all that smoke and tussling, but then when the smoke clears, nobody has any scars or bruises. It's like it didn't. It was a big commotion, but with nothing really happened. No
Dude, the
counter.
sales were never affected. Software sales were never affected. Like,
Yeah.
that shit never made a difference. It was just people on Twitter, and then you had Greg Miller. Like, that's the problem. These media idiots for trying to exacerbate that shit to make it seem like it was a real issue when it never was. The sales never reflected it.
Yeah. That's a good point. A lot of people was jumping in, not just developers, but media people, the grime of our fucking community, the crumb
People
side.
trying to get their name out there. I was fighting with this
we
developer, and I was like,
crumb
what are you
side
talking
people
about?
talking about it. We had trolls talking about it.
You had that
just had-
idiot Kofi talking about it, I think.
Yeah.
The moron who couldn't tell how Spider-Man actually looked. Dude, you had all these people just trying to use it to gain mass attention, pretty much.
Yeah. And once again, I remember I went all the way through Fortnite to try to do this research, and I ended up not doing it. Remember, I did all of that footage. I captured all of this stuff, and I didn't even post my video because by the time I was ready to post the video and got all my footage, no one was talking about crossplay. So I just didn't post it up. I mean, literally, as soon as Sony said we're all right, we can do crossplay, that's when nobody cared about it anymore. And it's just so funny how that shit works. Once everybody has it, no one cares about it anymore.
I just got one question. Where was this outrage last generation? I didn't hear one peep out of
There
anybody.
you go. Where was the outrage last gen? When Microsoft was refusing to do crossplay, but Sony was still doing crossplay with PC and with other platforms. PS4, PS3, PC, Final Fantasy 14, they had crossplay.
Oh yeah, and don't forget the Microsoft execs trying to promote that too, trying to be like, hey, you gotta be a good guy and do crossplay. Like,
yeah.
That dude at Bar was the one who's tweeting the most about it, from what I remember.
Oh yeah. So next topic. Spider-Man movie and what that says about Sony's ability to still do good with this character. Because a lot of people say that Sony did bad with the character due to Venom, but that was not Spider-Man, that was Venom. And even though people don't like the movie, it still sold enough for Sony to say Spider-Man will be a pivotal role, a part of the new Venom sequel. So I'm happy to see that it made enough money for them to say, okay, let's now we can combine them. We thought it was going to flop too, just like you did, but it actually sold enough for us to care about them and mix them in with the good fucking Spider-Man. So what do you think? You think Spider-Man, this new one, the Into the Spider-Verse, you think it's going to do very good? Because the ending was like very, very good. They had 3 secret scenes, a beautiful little moment of silence for Stan Lee, his little cameo that was in there. It was a real good movie. Good voice actors, great technology, whatever that animation they're using. That I did hear this week, Sony's trying to they're trying to patent it because
it's sold to Apple, Sony Pictures.
I heard a rumor about that this week, but I don't know if I can believe it. But sometimes that shit work. Hey man, if they think that that's what they want to do, sometimes it might be like that. But I don't know 100% if that's. They seem to have invested a lot into their movie business. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't like I would say TV and camera and computer, laptop. Maybe they try to sell some of that shit off or stop making it because it doesn't sell that much, or lower the prices because it doesn't sell that much. But as far as their movie division, it's like they still make good money over there. Not as much as gaming, but I don't really see a reason to sell it off with all of this stuff going on. The relationship with Disney
trying to offer way more than it's worth. I don't know.
I think that's what it is, and Apple is trying to get into the streaming, which everybody's trying to get in. And Disney is basically forcing Netflix to cancel Marvel shows because they're not going to give money for a follow-up season on their network. And then they sit up there and saw the clause in the contract that you can't even make those characters in the other streaming service because it's in the contract that it was supposed to still be going on through 2020. So it's weird. But you think the success of Spider-Man movies or Spider-Man inside of movies, as well as the video games being Sony owned also, do you think that's good for the character and good for Sony?
I mean, if they sell it, do they still own the rights to Spider-Man, or is that gone once they sell Sony Pictures?
I think if they sell Sony Pictures, it's probably out the window. But I don't see why they would sell it to fucking Apple when they could just sell it to fucking Disney. Like, sell it to fucking Disney. Why are you selling it to fucking Apple? Like, I see you being able to make more money and continue to. They probably would keep Sony on to keep making the movies. You get what I'm saying? Because Sony's been doing good with the Spider-Man movies recently. I mean, like, not all of the Spider-Man movies are good, but it has Sony name attached to it, and they've been doing some good with it. Spider-Man 1 and 2 was the best. We don't talk about the Amazing Spider-Man. Homecoming could have been a lot better. They changed it a lot. Like, they made it so diverse that I kind of didn't like the diversion of it. I love the Iron Man story and how he was a mentor and shit. And I mean, I like the new suit, but I wasn't a big fan that they were changing key characters around. I didn't see Harry Osborn or Norman. But hopefully they can get back on track. But I don't think they will, because going into the next subject, the age of sensitivity has changed a lot of stuff in movies, TV shows, and gaming. So what do you think about that going forward? Besides a game like Mortal Kombat, which won't change no matter what, do you think any games will be affected in 2019? Seeing the age of sensitivity seems to be growing. More people are sensitive to dumb shit.
I think the only ones who's kind of fucked up with it is EA. What's up, Yellow? And then, I don't know.
No. Ubisoft too. Ubisoft. Look what they did with this game. I don't have a problem with this new game, but they put 2 African American females on their new box cover with braids. They are pandering. I don't have a problem with it. I'm just saying they've never done it before. Now you're doing it. You know what I'm saying? Because there were complaints that the other Fallout, Fallout was there 4 or Fallout 5, whichever one that the latest one. They said it was too many men or something on a box cover, or it was too many men in the game. And now you can see that the first trailer from this new Fallout, it has 2 twins, African American, I believe, with braids in their hair. You know what I'm saying? And the 2 twins are on the box cover, no men.
I think if you're a company and you're pandering to that shit, it makes no sense because it's video games. This isn't, you know, everything else.
But I'm just saying, I mean, you see the cover is pink. Like on the box, it's pink now. And I don't have a problem with it. I don't know if I'm going to buy it or not. It's only $40. I don't see why I shouldn't buy it. But I'm just saying, when you pander that much, if I buy the game, am I going to be forced to play as a female? Or are you going to give me the freedom that you started doing in Assassin's Creed? Also pandering with the newest Odyssey. You know, like Assassin's Creed never had a female protagonist and started until the one in England. What was that one? I forgot.
Yeah, Liberation.
Liberation. No, not that one. Not the Vita one. The other one where you had you could do a man or a female.
Oh, the recent one?
Yeah, the brother and sister. Not this new one, not Odyssey.
Oh, okay. No, yeah, I never played the one you're talking about.
Okay, well, I never played that either. But I saw
Ubisoft games are trash, man. I never even finished them, to be honest.
Yeah. So I mean, Ubisoft's been pandering for a long time, bro. You know where they are at. They're like what? They're France or something? Adam, wake up.
Yeah, no, you're right. He's French. The dude who owns it.
Yeah, he's French. The guy that owns it. So he's very sensitive to all of that shit about you got to care about people's feelings, or you're pandering, or it's too many men in this game. It's not enough females. The colors are too dark. You need to make it brighter. You need to make it more appealing to my daughter. Which, once again, I don't have a problem with that. But
that was one of the stupidest things I ever heard. That was from EA, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was one of the stupidest things to justify that.
I just hope that not a lot of other developers start doing that. You see, EA did it.
I mean, are we going to get Tomb Raider games with the man now? Like, why doesn't it work?
That's what I'm saying. Is it going to be like that? Like, you know, it's just like I believe if you want to eliminate that, give the freedom, right? It might be a little bit of extra dialogue and voice acting. Give the freedom to make your own main protagonist. Every game should allow you to make your own creative character.
Thanks, Rizzy.
Syndicate. That's what. Thanks, Saint Rizzy.
It depends on the game, man. It's just like, I don't care if it's a man or woman. Just have it fit the game right in the context of whatever you want to do. That's all, man. Because Tomb Raider with a man, I'd be mad, dude. If the next one just had a random dude, I'd be like, what? This is Tomb Raider. Lara Croft, where is she? You know?
Exactly.
Nothing to do with whether it's a man or a woman. It's just how the video game works.
I mean, I don't play Fallout. Sorry, I don't play Fallout or Far Cry, but it's weird to see what I saw when I know how Far Cry. When I know how Far Cry actually is, you know, like I see Far Cry all the time. I see people play it. I see the gameplay trailers. I think I participated in one demo or alpha or something. So I know how it is. I know it's gritty. I know it's wild. And this one looks awesome, and it's only going to be $40. So you might see me play Far Cry for the first time. But I know they're pandering, Sam. You have 2 African-American twins on a box cover. The font is pink for the first time in the game series history. And you telling me you're not pandering to females?
Oh, they definitely had a meeting where they were just like, you know what, we got to go more this, you know, certain route. No doubt.
I don't know, but I think they might be gay. I don't have a problem with that. I'm just saying, because either of them don't seem to have any type of a love interest at all in me.
They're going out of their way to kind of make that shit stick, then. Yeah.
But hey, it is what it is. Ubisoft did this with what was it? Odyssey.
So this is what I'm saying. And why are these people always attractive? Why don't we
relationships? Most of the relationships were with other women. When I picked the female character, instead of forming relationships, intimate relationships with men, there were more moments where there were intimate relationships with females. Like there weren't enough men in the game to talk to, even though there were a lot of men in the game. You get what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
Fallout 4, you could have relationships with men, so it was pretty even in that respect.
You said Fallout or Far
Yeah,
Cry?
not 76. Fallout 4, you could have relationship with certain characters who were males,
Oh no, we're talking about
females.
Ubisoft between Far Cry and Assassin's Creed pandering.
Yeah, they're just jumping on the, hopping on the bandwagon.
Yeah.
Be honest, man.
It's weird, but I hope a lot of other developers, if you're gonna do that, if you're gonna like make it, accessible to younger female or older females, that's great. Do it in a good taste. Don't do it in such a cringy fashion, that it turns off the original fans of the game. Once again, I'm not a fan of Far Cry, but if I get the game, it's only because of the price of the game, not because I like
You're
it.
focusing on how this character being a certain, preferring a certain gender or whatever is gonna. That's not what you should be worrying about as a game developer. That's one of the stupidest things.
Yeah.
You got to make the game good. You're worrying about all this other extracurricular crap, man. Like, what are you gonna get? A 10,000 more sales because you're pandering for lesbians? And those people don't buy your game. Sorry to say, they don't.
Exactly. Like they
didn't
have
work for Battlefield 5.
things to worry about than sitting down inside of a house and playing your fucking video game. So sorry, unless this game is on the Switch, which I don't see that. Yeah, they're not going to be going out. Like they're not going to stay inside play that. Sorry.
I mean, Battlefield. Well, EA went out of the way with Battlefield, and now they basically ruined the franchise.
Oh, well, Part 5, yeah, I already knew that was going to be bad. I mean, what? Oh, less than a week after the game came out, you started doing deals for half off.
People are saying the game's missing content. I wonder why. They're probably just going out of the way to focus on, the extra character models. What people, they were just damage controlling the whole time. I wonder if they even focused on the game towards the end.
EA gonna find out it's gonna be real hard for them, man. It'd be weird to see EA, a big company like that, go down. But if they keep fucking over their fans, that shit's gonna happen. Next topic, the Christmas sale for the PS4. Has anybody went to the PlayStation Store for the Christmas sale? Because it is huge. There, from what I've just found out on a game I just brought, not all the games that are on sale are on that list. So you might want to go around the PlayStation Store itself to see what games are on sale. Because there are a lot of games that are on sale that are not in the PlayStation Plus deals holiday section.
I gotta admit, they gotta organize that a lot better. That should just be one section with all the games on sale.
Yeah, okay.
Like,
shit. One of the games I got was called Dylan. It was $5.99 for PlayStation Plus. The original price was $15. So it was a big discount. But all I gotta say is you might, once again, what Sam said is right. Everything in the sales section needs to be on one page. You should just be able to scroll down and see everything that's on sale. They've split it up between PlayStation Plus deals and game deals, and then holiday sale. So the game deals and PlayStation Plus deals should be together. Some of them are, so it's crazy. But
in that sort section, just give us an option to go in between whatever they want, man. Why put it in separate pages?
Because some games have two different types of discounts anyway. So basically, like some games, let's say Knack. Let me go look at Knack 2 real quick. So Knack 2 was $20 now. 50% off is $10. So there will be it might have been like $15 with normal, like if you didn't have PlayStation Plus. But since I have PlayStation Plus, I get an additional discount. So just keep all of it on one page. That's what Sony really should do. Keep everything on one page. Whether you have PlayStation Plus or not, you will see the discounts that's for you. Whether it's a flash sale or this holiday sale. I want
to know why they got the PS2 section hidden, man. They need to hire somebody new for that site.
They should have been able to put a lot more love on the PS2 section. I mean, there are tons of great PS2 titles they could have brought back, and it's just I don't think they give a fuck.
You gotta go all the way to the bottom and then all the way to like the far right to find the PS2 section. I'm like, you guys want us to even know that that shit's still there? Well, what's the point? Prioritizing all this other crap I'm not even interested in.
Damn.
But I didn't end up picking up anything, man. Rizzy said he picked up Deus Ex Mankind Divided. I think they had like every game on sale practically, right?
Yeah, I'll tell you the games I picked up that were on sale. I picked up Yooka-Laylee, that was $10. I also picked up. Hold on, I'm trying to see what our fucking game is. Zombie Army Trilogy. I heard that was very good, and I also picked up Dylan, indie game. So Yooka-Laylee, Dylan, and Zombie.
Oh, Jesus
Trilogy.
Christ. She just had to move. All right. I got it.
So what's going on
Yeah, I
over
was
there?
gonna pick up Pillars of Eternity too. So that complete edition is pretty good price, but who knows? They might put it on PS Plus next month for all I know.
Yeah, yeah. That's the thing, bro. I'm worried about that. Like, I did pick up like 2 games that they might end up putting on. Like, yeah, Yooka-Laylee, I could see that PlayStation Plus one day, literally. And the Zombie Army Trilogy, yeah, that's also a game that I could see. Like any game, to be honest, could be on PlayStation Plus. I never understood why Knack 1 was never on PlayStation Plus.
I thought I had done.
I think they put it on Japan though, right?
Yeah,
and Killzone.
Yeah.
But Knack 1 was eventually a PS Plus game.
I don't know when.
Last year.
Last year? Okay.
Might have been early this year, man. It's just, yeah, I know I didn't pay for it, so.
Yep.
Yooka-Laylee, huh?
Idiot.
A successor to Banjo-Kazooie, and everybody said it was garbage, and it might be.
Yeah, we were just talking about that movie earlier. Let's see if I could download it. But yeah, what do you think? Everybody seems to love Spider-Verse.
Bro, Spider-Verse is very, very good. Soundtrack is awesome too, man. They did a great job on the soundtrack. They got away with the diversity in this game because it's a game about different universes, so that was cool. But I just really love the premise of this movie that I can't tell you because you wouldn't even believe the premise, but how the movie starts out is so much different than anybody would ever think that this movie of all movies would start out, and it's just so deep. It's so awesome, man, and it builds up for Stan Lee to have his best cameo ever, and it matches so much. It's just so in sync to what's going on, and pretty cool, man.
So they nail that, but then Sony completely fucks up Venom. Like, I don't understand. They make money hiring great actors with a shitty script.
I think Sony fucked that up because that's just Sony. They wanted to be selfish and keep Venom to themselves, so they said, let's make our own Venom. Now they're backtracking. Oh, Venom sold enough money. Oh, let's make him into the Spider-Man universe, which would literally make him a part of the fucking Marvel universe. So, I mean, it's like at the end, they don't want to give. They don't want to give.
They're retarded sometimes. Let's be honest. They just make decisions that don't make sense.
Rights to Marvel, but I mean, it is Marvel's property, so it doesn't really matter how you go around it. It's like eventually, he's gonna have to be in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So just get it over with.
I don't get with a hard time.
I never understood. Like I saw Venom sometimes in the comic books without the white symbol, but you rarely see that. So you know how deep he is. He's like anybody's polar opposite, like Reverse Flash. He looks just like the Flash. He's just reverse. We all like Yellow Lantern and Green Lantern. Like come on, man. You can't have Venom without Spider-Man. You can't have Spider-Man without Venom. It's crazy, man. Every cartoon, even the stupid new cartoons they've made for Spider-Man, Venom has been in there. So it's fucked up that they're going to make a Venom movie without Spider-Man. They mentioned just a little bit what happened in New York, that something happened in New York, and then he went to San Francisco. But outside of that, they didn't detail what happened in New York. but it was before he even got the Venom suit. So it's crazy.
Well, if they give us a Venom game, yeah, don't fuck that up. I mean, it's like a character that's really hard to mess up, and they did it with the movie and made money anyway.
They
So
made a
hope that
lot of
doesn't
money.
enable their laziness. Made more than Spider-Man 2, I think, overall. They're running to the bank, man. They just hired like big name actors. They wrote a script that didn't make any sense, and they made money off of it. Like the idea of Venom without Spider-Man. Oh man, my bad. Yeah. I don't mind either way. Just give us a good movie, man. It's Venom, Tom Hardy, action. What's so hard to do? They still fucked it up by trying to make it into a funny whatever. They didn't know what they were doing, from what I read.
Yeah. So long story short, this game looks pretty fucking good. Graphics look good for Yooka-Laylee. Let's move on to one of the original topics, and then it's another topic I started thinking about just now. Days Gone and Dreams for the PS4. Not enough hype. What do you got to say about that? Because I feel that those games, we've known about them for a long time, but I don't think they've picked up in people's mind. It just doesn't. I don't feel like there's enough hype for those two games going into 2019. I think PlayStation gamers are talking about Death Stranding and then The Last of Us 2, but I don't feel that PlayStation gamers know or care enough about Days Gone and Dreams. I think both of them are going to sell 1 million easily before the end of 2019, but I just don't feel that there's enough hype behind those two games. So do you
I'll
think?
tell you what, we should start doing some bets or stuff on the show once we get it going. But I think Days Gone is going to sell really well, like really good.
No, I feel that it's a great game. I just like listening to the community, hearing people talk, like let's say Weapon Wheel, or let's say even Porter Rock's podcast. I don't see that game featured, and I don't see them caring that much about it. You know, we have a huge library of indie titles and triple A multiplats coming out next year. So I mean, it's going to be a crowded year, but I don't know.
I can't speak for Porter Rock because I won't listen to one of his podcasts, but Weapon Wheel, they're not into a lot of these hardcore games anyway. When I used to watch them, from what I heard, like they don't like Dreams. I'm not sure how they feel about Days Gone, but they're not, in my opinion, representative of like the typical consumer. Do you like zombies, motorcycle? Like I don't know. I just feel like this.
I just think that that's gonna pick up. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That game's supposed to be coming out after. It's coming out after Walking Dead ends for next season.
Yeah, I mean, people watch even the shitty zombie shows, man.
Yeah, and it's gonna have some good writing, man. I saw all the gameplays. It seems like a solid AAA title, bro. I don't know. I don't hear enough people talking about it or caring, but I hope that changes. I hope they really go in. I mean, you know that picture I sent you from that one event where they have the triangle X and square, and you see Days Gone, The Last of Us, Ghost of Tsushima, and Spider-Man. Like, Sony isn't going to put something out like that without showing you where their focus is. Days Gone is a primary focus of Sony in the advertisement. Ghost of Tsushima is going to be another one. The Last of Us, of course. Spider-Man's still going to be hyped up through next year because, you know, the movie's coming out and they're going to still have another chance to push Spider-Man the video game. So it's going to be crazy, but I think it's going to find an audience, you know. And it's gonna clearly be a PlayStation audience. It's a fucking exclusive, but I don't know. I just haven't heard a lot of people talking about it. So hopefully they can.
I mean, like these dudes. I mean, I'm not gonna call
them. Yeah,
fraudulent,
I don't expect to hear them. You know.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about. I haven't watched Porter Rock's live stream. It just said I don't see it in any of the titles. When I was going.
That's what I mean. I'm just talking about specifically about Weapon Wheel. I've heard out of several mouths that Dreams is going to be horrible. The studio should be canceled. So that, to me, that's more of an entertainment podcast than it is a gaming podcast because they say a lot of stupid shit.
But that's the game that I know will have an audience. We know that game's going to have an audience. I mean, look at Little Big Planet. People didn't know what it was, the first one. And when people got that game in their hands, they just fucking killed all the disappointment and all of the naysayers. Everybody was talking trash. Like Little Big Planet was just killing it when it first came out, and everybody got to make their worlds and games and shit and dreams.
The only reason it didn't sell good is because of the PS3 software attachment, dude. I'm telling you, this game on this specific generation with this software attachment ratio, it's gonna do numbers once people figure out what exactly it is.
Yeah. I mean, you remember I was talking to you about that PlayStation Home developer that's already ready to make a full-fledged home replica inside of Dreams, which is weird. But the dude has to, like, he just has everything planned out, and I never thought that people would. They're that interested in it. They're waiting for it that much. They're going to be using Dreams to make their own games and maybe publish them and shit. And it's going to be crazy that they can see their vision without buying all this technology, and all you need is a PS4.
No, there's going to be people getting this game just to dick around on it. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's appealing to people besides just gamers. People that create stuff, architects, people, like I said, on Etsy, this game is going to appeal to you because you can do whatever you want. Even if you're a musician too, you can fuck around with their engine, and then you can print it out.
Yeah, this is
a lot of accessibility options, man. If I was, I might put it on PS Now on day one, just so PC people can like mess around with it. I don't know if they're gonna do that, but
I don't think they're gonna do that. They want the game first, but that is a good idea to try to get as many people to use it. But that is a selling point for the console. So I think that once people see what you can do with it, and that brings me to the other point. Days Gone should get some sort of a demo, but I don't think it will. It's gonna get playable demos like at events, like it's been at every event, Sam. It did the PlayStation All-Stars type of tour. It went to every event. It might have been under the radar. It might have been in Brazil or the islands of fucking Europe or some shit. But it's been all these fucking low-level events, and everybody's been getting their hands on it. I think it's going to burst out in 2019. But
no, the previews are some of the best reviews I've ever read, man. They're saying it's going to transcend gaming. You never, like, it's crazy. Like, I'm kind of getting scared or worried it's being overhyped now, but we'll see whenever they give us a solid release date at some point.
For Dreams?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need the beta release date, and then we need the game, man. Just so
and that's what I can't wait for, like the beta and seeing what like I remember the betas for Little Big Planet. People made levels in the betas that were better than some of the levels people made in the full game because they were inspired at that moment. And that's what I can't wait for. I can't wait for people to get on Dreams and be inspired at that specific moment to be making games and making things that you never thought was possible. But I've saw so much shit from Dreams that I believe anything's possible. As soon as I saw the developers recreate Little Big Planet in Dreams, which is not a Little Big Planet game, you know, but they recreated Little Big Planet in that fucking engine.
He did it in less than like 20 minutes too.
Yeah, it blew my mind.
That was the scary part.
It blew my mind, man. Excuse me. I didn't even think that was possible. It blew my mind.
He did that shit from scratch in less than 20 minutes, and then he was just laughing and giggling the entire time. Like, it seems really simple. Really simple to use. So I want to get the beta so I get like some practice in before the real game comes out. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna go. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna help you guys out because you need to see the possibilities. I need y'all to see. I'm putting a link there. You can see that those developers, they recreated another game inside of their new game. That right there, you don't see that shit all the time, man. Little Big Planet, I saw people recreate Mario and Sonic the Hedgehog.
We were talking about this yesterday, man. Because he's mentioning PlayStation All-Stars 2. With this engine, you can make the games yourself. You don't got to wait for these idiots to like approve a project or do anything.
PlayStation All-Stars 2.
Yeah.
Bro, if somebody wants to go all out and do a Super Smash Brothers or PlayStation All-Stars in Dreams, if they have the skill, if they have the team, they can do it.
Or you want to bring back a classic, like, what do people ask for? Tenchu, all these other games? You can make them, man. You don't got to wait. Yeah. You got to wait for a Kickstarter.
If you have the skills to do it, you can create that shit in the game. And it gets crazy for me, man.
This level this dude made that reminded me of a better Armored Core from way back in the day for people that existed before this generation. So There's stuff like, you got old school gamers on this. To me, that's a recipe for immense success, man.
Oh, exactly, bro. Exactly. Like they're bringing it out at a very great time. Bringing it out in 2019. I don't know when, but me personally, I want my hands on the game so bad that I want them to bring it out before the middle of next year, before June, and just even if it's not complete, put out in a message that the game is evolving. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the one game that I wouldn't be mad about if they bring it out and it's not 100% because it is a game that you would have to always keep up to date. Like it's gonna be one of those type of games.
I'm assuming the campaign's done. I think it's 3 different storylines. So
yeah,
the rest of that stuff they'll be tinkering until I guess their next project comes out.
Yeah, I can't wait, man.
That's the first thing I asked one of the developers. I was just basically saying, "Are we gonna wait 20 years for your next game?" Just joking. They were like, "No, it's gonna be basically way more quicker than Dreams because Dreams was just something. I guess it was an ambitious thing from the start. You know what I mean? They just kept growing and growing." Like their next game, they basically made it seem like it was going to be more of a traditional style.
Can't wait, man. Can't wait.
But yeah, to hear people saying that the studio needs to be shut down or it's going to be shut down, you're morons who don't pay attention to anything. That's
yeah.
just,
I mean,
sorry, man.
Sorry. It's the same people that say, "Oh, well,
acclaimed studio.
Nobody's going to buy Kingdom Hearts." Like, I think some people in the weapon world believe that nobody's going to buy Kingdom Hearts. You're going to be fucking amazed how many people buy it.
Talk about the same dude that hates Persona and The Witcher. I can't take that clown seriously.
Oh yeah, he said on Twitter,
can't take that clown seriously.
Who wants to play a high school simulator? Like you just, oh my god.
That's just somebody who didn't actually finish the game said. A moron, but yeah. If you were in the Hangouts, you would know. Oh, you're breaking my heart, Lisa. Cyanide skirt. That's what we're talking about, dude.
That's our last topic. I guess we can.
We're good. You can still keep talking about this. We got 15 minutes left.
Yeah. Dreams.
Guys in the comments that you want to ask or talk about something. He's asking about Kingdom Hearts, man. So.
Oh, you're asking about Kingdom Hearts.
No, he's saying he couldn't believe people weren't like excited for it.
Like, yeah, that's look. If you had a shit childhood and you don't understand children at all, then maybe you have no idea how awesome Kingdom Hearts is. Like one of the best crossover type games ever created. Like we're not talking about this is a Square Enix crossover between Disney. No, it's deeper than that. It's a Disney crossover as well. You got other Disney characters meeting other Disney characters for the first time, and teaming up with Final Fantasy characters and other Square Enix characters. And it's just fucking crazy. It's not only the crossovers, it's the element of story design. Like it was some deep, mature themes, depression and sadness and, heartlessness, it was deep. Kingdom Hearts was deep, and it was always deep, and people have been waiting for a long ass time for it to come back. Shut the fuck up, Adam. People been
how long have they been waiting for this?
Let me go see when Kingdom Hearts 2 came out.
Wow, it's like Dreams are waiting like 20 years for it.
Kingdom Hearts 2 release date.
Kingdom Hearts II's initial release date is December 22nd, 2005.
Yeah, Kingdom Hearts 2 came out 2005, so it's 2000.
People have died.
19. Yeah. People have died between then and now. Yeah. So people have been waiting for well over fucking 10 years. Like a long ass time. A long ass time. Very long time.
That's what I'm saying, man. I don't care about the franchise, but I'm not dumb enough to say it doesn't have a fan base and it's not popular. Like this idiot with Dreams. Like he says because he doesn't have like the creative gene, he's gonna like automatically assume it's trash, which makes no sense.
And that's the thing,
not
bro.
Into a game doesn't make it.
I know I might not have that gene anymore. I used to be very creative. I used to draw a lot when I was a lot younger. But what I love about the community is seeing everybody else do these amazing things. Little Big Planet didn't. It gave you a lot of tools, but it didn't give you enough tools to do what they ended up doing. You know what I'm saying? Who would have thought they would have made a replica of Super Mario from the Super NES or the classic Mario from the NES on Little Big Planet, you know, and allow you to play it? Like, who would have thought that they would do that with the music and the buttons and the mushrooms? Who would have thought? Like,
I mean, if you don't like a game, does that take away the money and success they made and the critical acclaim they received? This is what I don't get. You can't just dismiss a game because you don't.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. They believe that their opinion will ultimately kill that game, and then it'll be the game that people talk about the most in 2019. So you gotta look stupid.
That's the reason I stopped watching that podcast. It's full of shit. Yeah.
What? What you say? Crap gamer about what?
Don't listen to him, man.
Oh, bro.
I didn't say it was him.
When people make Banjo-Kazooie and Dreams, I want to see what his face looks like. You know what I'm saying? Or they make any indie game that Microsoft is currently fucking hyping up inside of Dreams. I want to see what he said. Remember
somebody makes Castlevania.
What was that fucking game that they made with the little boy? It was a black and white game. Damn, it's on the tip of my fucking tongue.
This is a real gamer in
Limbo. Limbo. Remember when they made Limbo and Little Big Planet? And like a lot of Xbox fans just shut up. Like somebody literally took their time to make a good replica of Limbo and Little Big Planet. Like, it was fucking crazy, man. Like, that's the type of shit, you know, you don't expect, but it's there, and I just can't wait. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of indie games that people can make in this game, you know, and that's gonna be crazy too. Mm-hmm. Adam, can you make a mic
like
inside the Dream so you can use it? Yeah, in the fucking.
Yeah, you can do that.
Well, I didn't think so.
It's gonna be like musical artists that are just fucking around with dreams, man. That's another aspect.
That's another
things that people are overlooking.
That's why they need to drop that fucking beta as soon as possible.
Yeah, they made that Demon Souls little was it like he was in a castle? Did that quick.
Yeah.
Did that in less than 10 minutes, I think.
Oh, if you know those tools, you're gonna be able to pop anything out real quick. Indie game.
I mean, you don't gotta create them from scratch because you can use anybody else's assets, so you don't gotta draw every single object in your level. You can just take it. You can take it, sure. You don't gotta spend, waste your time drawing little inanimate objects. You just take it from other creators. I mean, you can still take photographs and upload it too. If you want to be that ghetto about it.
No, you don't.
I feel like people are going to make games like a level when a certain game comes out and see if they can make it better. I feel like that's going to be like
I see that
inevitable with how easy it is to create stuff in that game. Yeah, they have an indicator. They didn't mention what it is, but that open world mech game I saw, man, like they said there was a lot more room for that, so that was kind of startling, to be honest. It's like an open world 3D mech game, but like it was like a firefight, dude. I think they said they didn't even use like half of that stupid I guess they're still calling it thermometer or whatever it is.
Damn, man.
Is it?
I can't wait. 2019 is gonna be a great year. Great year in movies. Great year in games. TV shows. They should be all right. But I think movies and games are gonna really, really do good next year.
Well, I mean, you want to address that last thing as, I guess, the topic with the whole, no E3, but they're still providing the most games anyway. But all this ignorance, saying they're arrogant, all this stupid shit.
Oh yeah. We should talk about that. How many? What's
right.
the time? How much time we got?
Got like 8 minutes.
8 minutes. Yeah. This is what I want, and I'm gonna make an individual video so maybe it can reach more people than the people that are watching. Microsoft and Nintendo were up each other's asses before Sony agreed to do crossplay with them, right? And then when that happened, nothing happened. Like they stopped being up each other's asses. They stopped being buddy. Now Sony is not going to E3, but Nintendo magically goes back to the stage of E3, the same stage that Microsoft will be at. Do you think there's going to be competition? And even though Nintendo's going to automatically win because they're always the favorite, even when Sony was on the same stage as them, Nintendo was sometimes always the favorite, even though it wasn't right. Do you think there's going to be competition?
Is Metroid guaranteed to come out next year, or is that like The Last of Us? It might just get pushed back.
That's like The Last of Us. They just haven't shown enough. Like at least The Last of Us we know could come out next year. But if they need to push it back to 2020 because the PS4 comes out, the PS5 comes out at the end of 2020, I don't mind. Put it in the beginning of the year,
So we got guaranteed. We got MLB The Show, third-party indie titles.
I'm not thinking of. That's another exclusive. That's 7 right there.
Days Gone, Death Stranding, Dreams, and Concrete Genius. That's
Ghost of Tsushima.
That's still more than Xbox by a lot.
Ghost of Tsushima should definitely make it to 2019, but again, another game I could see getting pushed back. I know people don't want to hear that.
Out next year.
Yeah. Yeah, towards the place.
They make it seem like Ghost of Tsushima is the one that's the least ready. What I read anyway.
Oh, you said it's least ready than even The Last of Us?
It might be on the same level with that in terms of how much more development time it needs, but yeah, those two might just get pushed back entirely.
Damn, I hope not, but yeah, I could see that happen.
Yeah, look, good point. Judgment, forgot about that, and Project Awakening. I'm not sure if that's coming out next year, but
Grand Blue Fantasy. Now I'm hearing after the reveal, it's going to be a PS4 exclusive in the United States. I'm hearing when they bring to the in Japan, it's going to be a PS4 exclusive. When they bring it to the United States, however, I'm hearing the Grand Blue Fantasy will also share the spotlight with the PC. But other than that, the game's going to be a console exclusive to PS4, from what I'm hearing.
Remember that game Lost Souls, man? That was one dude who did it, right? But now I think Sony gave him a team once they, saw the video and were impressed by it, the gameplay.
Oh, yes. That's another game.
Yeah.
Lost Souls. Yes. Damn. 8.
And Shenmue 3. Forgot about that.
Yeah. I mean,
that's why I said time stuff that I couldn't remember. Those are definitely some of the games.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a lot. When you have more than 2 games, it is hard to remember how many you have. But Xbox only has 2 games. Gears and what? Forza next year? Crackdown 3?
That's been announced?
We know Forza's coming out. Come on, let's hide it. Yeah, we already know.
Yeah, it'd be that, Ori, Forza, Gears. That's what, 4? 3?
I don't count Ori. I know you count Ori. I don't count it. I say Crackdown, Gears, and Forza.
That's going to be their best game, ironically enough.
Yeah, Ori's probably going to be their highest rated game outside of Gears. I'm expecting Gears to rank high because it's Gears, but they've been able to fuck games up lately, so we don't know. It might score pretty bad. I see them pandering too with the Gears 5, with the female protagonist. Like, what the fuck, bro? They barely had a single female in Gears of War 1 and 2, but no.
No, well, it's kind of based around her if you played part 4. I'm not going to spoil anything for people who haven't played it, but it's not just forced then.
Oh, I know.
I know the main character.
Introduced her. Yeah, the one with the hat.
No, I'm saying the whole story is kind of revolving around her, not just that she was included.
Oh, the young one, the daughter.
What's her name? Kat. Yeah.
Oh, so So she was already born. She was like what, a baby or something in part 1 and 2?
Oh, I think she was a soldier.
Wait up. But she's young. She's like a daughter of one of them, right?
Like I said, I don't want to spoil it, but yeah, she was a central character in part 4. Like she's not just being randomly introduced.
No, not in part 4. I'm talking about part 1 and 2.
No, she was never there. No.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. I know she was in part 4. I saw the trailers and shit. Yeah, I know she was there in part 4. I'm talking about like when the game first started. Part 1.
That was just Marcus. That was a totally different timeline.
Well, but I heard they're making a trilogy out of this anyway, so she's gonna probably stay there until the 3rd one.
Yeah, like the way it's gonna conclude whenever they release Gears 5, she's definitely a main character. If you be in part 4.
I don't have a problem with her staying on until this portion of the trilogy is over, but I know the answer. I know they can continue to milk it, but do you think it's a good idea to milk a series that should have an expiration date, like Uncharted?
No, it's a reboot. I mean, it's a half-assed one when you compare it to God of War, but like storyline-wise, they're rebooting it. So like these last 3 Gears of War, it's going to be a totally different thing than the first 3.
Okay, but then they have to reboot it again, or they could just continue it to next gen.
They do what normal are doing, but they keep the same story with some of the similar characters. They're basically exchanging it off from the old characters to new characters, obviously. Like so, you have played Gears 4 is basically Kate, the girl that's going to be one of the leads in the next game, is the granddaughter of the Locust Queen in the original.
Okay.
That's literally it.
Cowboys score.
The Cowboys lost 23-0 today against the Colts.
I needed this win. Okay, I think we're almost done, guys. Somatic, you there? Somatic?
Want to do the outros?
Yeah. So, guys, you already know this is JayTechTV, PlayStation gamer. Been here for a long time. About to play some games. I am planning 2 to 3 different gameplay focused videos this week. And possibly something else, but I'll let you guys know. Sam, your outro.
Your boy Lego 320 here. Check out my channel. Do about 2 a week with gameplay news, game news, gameplay, whatever else you guys might be into regarding PlayStation. I'm out.
And Somatic. Hello? Somatic's not here. He's probably drinking because the Cowboys lost 0-23 to the Colts. Okay, I'm out.
Oh.